Hi guys, it's Kyarko here, back with another speed build. This is the part 2 speed build to my Sakura Hills Summer Camp. Yesterday we did the exterior of the camp, and today we're doing all the interiors. So as I mentioned in yesterday's video, this campsite is basically just the general lodge area of the camp. It's not like the full summer camp because there's not really a lot big enough for me to build like an entire summer camp on. So it's just basically the main facilities of the summer camp. So the lodge, the nursing station, one of the main bathrooms next to like the trail that goes to the lake, arts and crafts cabin, and then just some other staff cabins and stuff. So there's not really any children's cabins that we're going to be looking at today. If you guys would like to see me do a build of that part of Sakura Hills Summer Camp, just let me know and I'll do it. But right now we're just doing the interior of the nurse's office. So the nurse lives here in this cabin where she sees the campers when they're injured or sick or whatever. And the reason that she sleeps here is because, you know, if there's ever an emergency in the middle of the night and like a kid has to go to the nurse's office, she's right there where all the medical stuff is. So at least from my experience at summer camps, that tends to be the case where the nurse lives at the nursing station because, you know, convenience, and she needs to be nearby if anything happens. So this is the desk where she would sit and just like see students, and then back here, or not students, campers. Back here is going to be just a little area where she can examine patients if there's like a more serious injury or illness or whatever. Like if someone scrapes their knee or if they break a leg. I mean, like obviously for like the more intense injuries, they would like drive them to like a hospital. Like this is just like a nursing station. Like they wouldn't, like if you broke your leg, you probably had to go to the hospital to get a cast and stuff. But you know, smaller type stuff she can handle. So this is just kind of more of a smaller type medical office. I'm just decorating it with some various things that kind of seemed medical to me. Put a little trash can in there, curtains on the windows for you know, patient privacy and stuff. I'm gonna put in, let's see, little filing cabinets over here because she's gonna have to have all the medical records of all the campers and all the staff. Again, that's all from my experience. The nurse had like all my medical records, and even though like I barely ever went to the nurse, she had like a huge file on me and everybody else, you know, because it's like their job to make sure that they're taking care of everyone and addressing all the problems that could possibly arise. So this room back here is gonna be the quarantine room. So this is if there's ever like an outbreak of like a stomach flu or something like that, they can quarantine kids here, which is a real thing and actually happened several times when I was at different summer camps where there was some little bug going around or whatever, and they had to like quarantine whole cabins, and it's happened like pretty consistently at like almost every camp I've been at. So I think it's kind of a normal thing for some reason, I don't know. Anyways, this room over here is the room where the nurse sleeps, so this is her private room. Obviously she doesn't like live here like in her life. This is just her staff residence while she's at the camp. So if she's only a summer camp nurse, then she'd only be here for a few months, so it's basically just a temporary residence. I gave her 2 big wardrobes. There's one there, and I'm gonna add another one here in a sec, just because she'll need a lot of storage is what I figured, and then she has her own private bathroom. I figured that if she needs to shower, she would use like the separate shower facilities that that aren't actually, they're not on this lot. There's no like shower facility on this lot. That would be in a separate lot, probably in the lot where all the student or the campers cabins would be. But this is just a bathroom where kids can stop before they go into the lunch hall, or you know, they can use the bathroom before they're going down to the lake. Just put in some stalls. The sinks are obviously outside in front, so there's no sinks on the inside. And then over here we're gonna do the arts and crafts cabin slash the ceramics pottery cabin, which was one of my favorite activities when I was at summer camp. I always liked swinging by the pottery areas and seeing what all the kids are making, because they come up with really cool stuff, and I like how they paint their mugs sometimes. This is just like really nostalgic for me, you know, to watch and look back at, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to teach or be at a summer camp again, probably ever in my life. So it's kind of, I miss this, you know, experience of, you know, just working with kids and having fun and teaching them things. I don't know, it's just really nice. And so looking back at this, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember the ceramics cabin. I remember the arts and crafts cabin. I've never seen an arts and crafts cabin like this that had like easels and canvases. Usually it's just like paper and drawing and, you know, like cut out crafts with like construction paper and stuff. But I guess this camp is a little fancier and they have like full on canvases for the kids. But the room next door with the tile, that's gonna be the ceramics room. There's gonna be a kiln in that room to like bake the ceramics. And then on the outside little porch area of this this cabin is gonna be, there's just gonna be some tables there set up so that kids can also do stuff outside too. That big old water heater I'm playing off as the kiln because obviously I don't really have any custom content that's like a kiln. If anyone knows of like kiln custom content or like ceramics custom content, let me know because I would love to have a real one. Because surprisingly, like I've had to build like ceramics rooms and kilns like a lot for some reason. I guess I just pick builds that tend to have that, I guess. But I'm setting up some tables outside right now. These are like, this is another area where kids can sit out, you know, mold their clay. You can see me putting down some clay stuff there so they can make little bowls and stuff. And then on the inside is where I figured they would do more of the glazing process. So on the outside they would do all like the molding stuff, and on the inside they would do all like the painting, the pots and stuff like that. So here I'm just putting on little pots on the tables. I'm also going to put on some paintbrushes too in a sec just to indicate that they're painting these pots. Yeah, I mean, from my experience, again, this is all my experience. It's subjective, you know. Maybe you guys didn't go to summer camp with ceramics. This is just, you know, from my memory. From my experience, they don't usually, at a summer camp where kids are working with ceramics, I don't think they'd really be making pots, like vases and stuff. They'd more likely be making like mugs or plates or bowls or like stuff they could like give to their parents. Vases are like kind of a lot, and you'd probably need like a potter's wheel to make them, so it's a little bit unrealistic, but you know, it's fine, it's okay. This back cabin here is gonna be the cabin for the head staff members, so the people who run the camp, possibly the people who own the camp. In my experience, again, it's all my experience, the people who ran the camps that I taught at usually had some sort of like permanent facility. They didn't usually sleep in cabins, they usually slept in like some building or something. But you know, in this particular campsite, they sleep in a cabin. That's just how that's how Sakura Hills works. So this is their cabin. I put in 2 beds. I figured maybe this place might be owned by like 2 sisters or something, like it's a family business and they run it together. And then this is just the cabin where they sleep in. Putting in little details, boxes, bags, you know, because they would probably bring luggage with them. Let's see, putting in a little rug, just kind of making it, like obviously this would not be the cabin style for the kids, like they'd have much more of a different kind of style. This is kind of a fancy cabin, like they have like a clothing rack, and you'll see later on I give them like a mini little kitchen area and a little laundry area. And that's just because I figured since they are like the owners or like the people who run the place, they'd have like a lot nicer of a cabin since they'd be spending like all their time there. And you know, obviously they're just like the head bosses. So if they controlled the money, they would probably like renovate the cabin so that they could have a nicer experience, I guess. I don't know. So you can see they have a little kitchen area here, little microwave, coffee pot. Gonna put a little painting on the wall. And yeah, that is that cabin. We're gonna do this cabin now. This is the cabin for the head counselors. So this is not the counselor's cabin because counselors would usually sleep in the cabins with the kids, obviously for supervision purposes and in case there's an emergency in the middle of the night, stuff like that. So these are the people who are the heads. So like head girls counselor, head boys counselor, head of you know, head of aquatics, head of, I don't know, dirt biking, just like the head counselors who wouldn't necessarily be assigned to a specific cabin. So they would just have their own cabin here. It's bigger and nicer than the children's cabins would be, and that's just because they're head staff, I guess. Putting in, let's see, little paintings on the wall, little clock. You're gonna see a lot of clocks. I'm gonna pretty much be putting clocks everywhere in this build. And that's because time is very important at these camps, you know, because there's a very strict schedule, like eating, like lunch is always at the same time. kids' activities are all at the same time. Like, staying on schedule is very important at a summer camp, because everyone kind of has to be in unison. Because if lunch and dinner and all the meals are at a specific time and someone's activity runs overtime because they didn't have a clock, then it can actually cause some problems. So I make sure to put in clocks everywhere, and also I just like how clocks look. It's really weird for me to say, but I do. I like how clocks work. Okay, so these are, or this is the staff office. So this is, or the counselor's office. So this is a place where counselors can come and get some work done. They can write letters to people or to the parents of their, cabin kids. They can make things here. It's just like a general workspace for them, / maybe like a little break room for them also. Just putting in some boxes, just little details, just making it seem like a really used space. Kind of messy and cluttered, which counselor cabins or counselor offices tend to be. Because usually counselors at these summer camps are just like a bunch of college kids, like they're... Again, that's just my experience. So usually the office is a little bit of a messy place. Putting in trash cans everywhere because it's important to keep our surrounding environment clean of litter, obviously, because it's a very beautiful place, and we want to encourage these kids to not litter and to throw away their trash, I guess. I don't know. Putting in these walls. So this is the main lodge we're doing now. So this is going to consist of a kitchen where they're going to cook all the meals for the kids, the general big old lunch hall / like just general food hall like the cafeteria, and then a rec room, which you'll see me do later. So this is the cafeteria I'm putting together right now. So the way that this works is people would line up with their plates and then just grab food in a line. So it's just like a conveyor, or not conveyor belt, it's just like a line of people who would just go down the line and grab their food. So you would like grab a plate, put whatever you want on it, then you would grab another plate. I don't know, it's just like that kind of system, I guess. So there's this area over here, which is just where they can grab, I guess, like appetizers and stuff. And then I'm just gonna put this big table here. This is another place they can grab food. This is more like, I think I ended up actually putting cake on here. So maybe this is like a dessert table or something. Or maybe it's like a camper's birthday or something, and they're just like celebrating with cake. Yeah, put some sodas there. Yeah, let's just say it's someone's birthday, because I don't think they'd be giving the kids cake every day. Let's see, where's the cake? Where's the cake? Yeah, there's the cake. Little cake pieces for people to grab, and then we're gonna put in, let's see, don't remember what's next. Little rugs, little benches over here so people can sit down if they have to wait in line or something. And then now we're just gonna put in all the picnic tables. Right now I'm just like optioning a few different ones to see which one I want. I think I ended up going with that one on the right, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, I do like a mix. I use so the ones with the chairs that I'm putting right there, that's gonna be where the counselors and the head staffers and like all the higher ups sit, and then the rest of the picnic tables are where the campers and the lower level counselors would sit with their campers, if that makes sense. Little trash cans over here in the corner, because to, throw away their paper plates and stuff or something, I don't know. And then we're going to put in, you saw me put in that clock there because, like I said, clocks are very important. Putting some flowers on some of the tables just for a little bit of a decoration. Little sign there just for informational purposes. And then on this wall here, you're gonna see me put down a lot of different like certificates, like these framed certificates. And this was because at several of the camps I was at, they always had like a wall of like camper of the week or like camper of the month, or it was just like you could get like a plaque or something, I don't know, but that's basically what the idea was for that wall, was just like maybe it's like staffer of the week. It's just like some sort of like mini award system for the campers or the staff or something, and they would just get a little plaque on the wall. But here I am doing the kitchen now. I think in a real summer camp the kitchen would probably be a lot bigger because they have to feed like a lot of kids usually. I mean, I don't think this is like a full-scale summer camp. I think this is probably a little bit of a smaller scale summer camp, so maybe this size of kitchen works. But I feel like in general it'd probably need to be a little bit bigger, but it's fine. And then here's our rec room. It's not connected to the cafeteria. The door is like an archway on the side. So it's kind of like a half open, like half outside kind of space. Putting in some chessboards and then some ping pong tables. I'm gonna use these little knitting balls as like ping pong balls just to decorate a little bit. And then on this wall, I don't quite remember what I put. Oh, just like a little box. Maybe it's like it has stuff in it or something. Putting in fire extinguishers because safety first. And then let's see, what am I doing? Oh, did I put in that chalkboard? No, I can't remember. Anyways, that is the rec room. Out here we're gonna put another little set of tables just for, I don't know, someone else to sit on. Another little set of tables out here too. And then I believe we're almost done here. Let's see. Oh, putting in some more flowers because I just wanted some more, more greenery around here. Yeah, we're almost about done, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this build. It was really fun for me to do because it was just very nostalgic for me to look back and just review and remember my experiences with camps and summer camps. And yeah, let me know. I asked you guys in the last video, some of you let me know, but again, let me know if you've ever been to a summer camp or if you would like to go to one. And let me know if Sakura Hills is a summer camp that you'd be interested in going to. This will be uploaded to the gallery. Obviously there's some custom content in here, so if you're looking for it on the gallery, make sure you enable the custom content filter. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the link to the Discord below. It's just a place for us to talk and hang out, and we could share ideas, we could share pictures, we could share whatever the hell. So check that out below. I really appreciate if you guys join the Discord, because I'm always looking to make new friends. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.